Good evening, Pio Nation. Welcome back. Thank you for watching. My name is Matt Williamson.
And my name's Dylan Poles.
And you are watching Marietta College Esports. So tonight, we have a great showdown for you where our Overwatch team will be playing against Lourdes University. Let me tell you what this involves with this stakes. So it is a Great Lakes Esports Conference match. Lourdes just came back from HughFest. My glasses are fogging up with the mask, so I apologize. But Lourdes just came back from HughFest, where they placed in the semifinals. In that, they actually lost against Illinois State, which ended up winning the whole thing. And if you know anything about Illinois State, they are basically like an all-contenders team. So Lourdes put up a really good fight there, and now we're going to be playing against them. So this is going to be a very exciting matchup.
Definitely.
All right, so we're just moments away from getting the match started. So let's take a look at who will be playing in tonight's match. A couple of role changes for this. So freshman Jasmine Smith Extra Explorer will not be on tank. I believe she's going to be on support tonight. Freshman Kent Grubb Memer will be on tank. But returning to the off tank is actually going to be senior Drayton Piper Dre. So instead of being that flex support, well, he's using that flex role to swap over to tank, while Extra is going to be on support. At DPS, we will have sophomore Tyler Sound Nitro Azadale and also freshman Stacy Swartz Gearwolf. And then also at support, Granny Tsunade is not going to be able to play with us tonight. Instead, we will have senior Morgan White Neptune returning. So we have a good amount of our veteran players playing tonight. So this is going to be, like I said, a very exciting matchup. We know that Lourdes is a very, very good Overwatch team. They have won the GLEC conference title for multiple times now. So it's going to be pretty exciting. But anyway, it is going to be a best of 5, and it looks like the first map is going to be Control, and Marietta has select Legion Tower. Very interesting choice here. I mean, they had the choices between either Legion Tower, Busan, or Oasis, so they decided to go with Legion. Definitely can open up some possible strategies, whether using Wrecking Ball, whether you are using the Symmetra strategy. So we'll have to see what both sides decide to go with for this team. While we're waiting for a couple other things, we'll go over just a couple very quick announcements. So just to take a look at our schedule, well, this is what we had earlier today. It's not the schedule I thought I had up here, but the other day we had our Rainbow Six team go up against Old Dominion University. It did not turn out in our favor, but they took a couple of rounds. Earlier today, we had our Valorant team have its inaugural competition in the NACE Star League East Regional Qualifier. Went up against a very good DePaul University, but it was a very good learning experience for our team. But let me pull up the actual roster. Not roster, but the actual schedule here. And I'm going to try to do this before they start the match. There we go. So just letting you know what's going to be going on for the rest of the semester for our Overwatch team. So this Saturday, they'll be playing against St. Francis University, one of the newcomers in the GLEC. So that'll be at noon this Saturday. The following Saturday, we'll be playing against Mount Union, followed by Manchester. 2 weeks after that will be Ohio Northern. After that will be Trine, and then we close out the season against Mount Nazarene University. And that's just in the GLEC. We're also going to be competing in the NACE Challenger Series. So once we get that schedule out, which will probably be sometime next week, we will let you know on our social media. So those will be on Mondays at 7 o'clock. So we're really excited about that. Also this week, our Rainbow Six team will be playing against someone on Friday. We just don't know who yet.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get someone good.
Yeah, so we have several matches going on for both Overwatch, Rainbow Six, and also I should mention that next Sunday, our Valorant team will be taking another stab at the qualifier tournament. So that will be next Sunday at noon. So please be sure to come back to check that out. And if we have any other matches that come up or any other events, we will let you know on social media. So if you haven't followed us on social media, this will be the time to do so. So you can go to our Twitch or Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. And I'm just hearing the ready checks, so I better get the audio going here because I think we're going to get started very soon. We're seeing the ready check in the lobby. So once we have that, I am going to hit the go button.
I wonder what composition we're gonna see from Marietta today. Kind of what characters they're gonna pick, what builds they're gonna go for. What do you think they're gonna try to accomplish, other than winning, of course?
Right. I can see some comfort picks from a couple players. I know Gearwolf really likes to play the Reaper, so I can see her on that. Azadale has played a variety of champions. He's been practicing a little bit with the Widowmaker. He's done a little bit with McCree. I think Dre may be looking at playing ball. This is a nice map to play ball on.
Now arriving at
And we have started up, so I should probably hit the button so everyone can see. There we go. All right.
initiating match.
Marietta will be on the blue side. Lourdes will be over on the red side.
It's gonna be interesting to see what people pull out. Characters look back.
Yeah, we'll find out in just a second here. And we'll see if either side tries to go with a symmetric strat here.
Ready for battle.
And it looks like Lourdes is going to do that. So what's going to happen is they're going to put their teleports right at this window. And they're going to just pop right into the capture points very early in the fight and try to gain that space. So they are going to go with that strategy. Meanwhile, looks like Marietta's going to go with a very aggressive dive composition, because we see here, like, just about everyone that Marietta's going with is dive. You got the ball, you got...
5, 4, 3.
Oh, so you got the Reaper. No, Marietta's actually going to bring out the symmetric strat.
The objective.
But we got the Doomfist, we got Neptune on Lucio. So here we go, double teleporter. Well, actually, no. Drayton is going out and trying to get a little scouting information for Lourdes, and Marietta's already on the point, putting some damage onto Devious, but he's keeping well protected. Valley's getting about half health.
So Marietta's holding on to the point right now.
But Azadale does get taken out by Sergeant Camp. The point does unlock, but Marietta's still trying to hold on to that point, but Lourdes is now going to move into contest. And I cannot get good camera angles here. But Marietta's just trying to go. But yeah, Lourdes is taking out Marietta one by one. Drayton is still there, but he's going to get taken out. And Lourdes is going to end up capturing the point, but Marietta's still contesting. We see there, Azadale swapped to the Tracer to try to delay it, but Lourdes will capture the point first. So now it's going to be a matter of how will Marietta try to regroup. Looks like they're going to try the teleporter again. They're popping right onto the point.
They all just popped in there. They are trying to take this point. They're gonna have to push Lourdes out of it.
They actually waited for Drayton's ult to pop the mines, but it didn't quite work. Earwolf gets taken out by Shinsei, but Marietta's still on the point. Diva Bomb's gonna come out, and there's the shield from Neptune. A great beat there to keep everyone alive. But so far, no one from Lourdes has fallen yet. Kalita's very low. The mech's gonna come out, and a nice pulse bomb by Azadale. And Marietta is starting to win this fight. But Lourdes is still contesting. There's still one left. Where is that one person? Never mind. He's dead.
And they cap the point.
Get into position.
So Marietta will capture.
See Marietta setting up a little bit of a defense here. See if they're able to hold on.
Yep, just try to establish some turrets. And let's see what Lourdes is going to be doing here. Yeah, they don't have the symmetry anymore, so they're not going to use the teleport strat, but they're going to regroup. They have EMP and Beat ready to go, but meanwhile... And there's the Graviton, but there's EMP. Ultra being popped left and right. Meeber gets taken down very quickly. And Lourdes going to be moving in. There's the mines by Drayton. And there's Coalescence by Valley for Lourdes, trying to put all that damage on Drayton. He's going to get popped. Marietta's still holding, but they're going to have to run back quickly. The rest of the Pioneers are going to hold. Azadale falls out, and Extra is going to be taken out. But Marietta's going to try to get as much of this point as possible. Meanwhile, Neptune's going to try to recontest, flying around as Lucian. There's the teleport again, but it gets taken out by Kalita. And Drayton's there with the ball, just delaying. Right now, they're just trying to stagger.
Just holding on to side.
Yeah, that's all they're doing.
That was a really good play from Lourdes. They actually hacked him, so he wasn't able to go to the ball for him. that knocked him out of it.
Yeah, they do capture the point. Now Marietta needs to, now they got to regroup. They should not be staggering at this point. Extra just goes down. Probably should have waited a little bit, give everyone a chance to regroup. But now we have 2 ults ready for Marietta. Pulse in the barrier. Meanwhile, 3 ults are ready for Lourdes. I expect to see a couple of them being popped here. But now the points at 62% each. Drayton's going to try to go in with a very aggressive knock-up. There's the barrier coming out and the beat. There's the Primal Rage by Devious. Going to try to get into the back lines and knock out Marietta's supports. Going to take out Neptune there. But right now, Marietta is very split. And Lourdes is punishing them for that. You have to realize, I mean, we're dealing with the GM level players.
Right.
I don't think splitting like that was the best approach.
Right. So
Devious went to the
regroup, sit back, and form a new plan.
Devious went to the back lines, and Marietta needed to handle that because their supports were taken out. But now we're going to see Marietta's going to try to contest the point here. It's at 99%. Drayton's there, pop the mines. Neptune is there as well. Pulse Bomb goes out, but does not quite connect with anyone. But Asdale does get one, but Mimer's going to go down, so it's a 1-for-1 trade, but Dre's going to end up falling. But it's still a 4v3 in Marietta's favor on the point. Diva Bomb's going to come out. They got to hide from this. And 2 get taken out. 3. Lourdes is winning this fight.
Victor does get on. Extends that overtime.
Yeah, Asdale does get taken out, and first round will go to Lourdes. But overall, I mean, Marietta held up a pretty good fight there. I just think that one team fight where they were split was what made the difference. I think if they had collapsed onto Devious there, they would have been able to recover from that.
Definitely. Let's see if Marietta's going to switch up their comp for the second site here.
Well, we see Symmetra coming out. This is another map where the Symmetra comes in very handy because, once again, you can put a teleporter right here and just drop right into the point early on. So,
yeah. Looks
although
like they actually swapped out for the Reaper and the...
Yeah, so Marietta's not going for that strat, but Lourdes will. So Lourdes will have a spacing advantage when they pop that teleport. So they're coming out from here, so take a look. So here's what they're going to do. They're going to get the teleport ready. They popped it right there. They're already on the point. And now it's going to be up to Marietta to get in there to contest that point.
Yep, they got to take control now.
There's go left and right. Immortality Field does get taken out by Mimer. But those Symmetra turrets is going to be doing a lot of damage. That's one of the advantages with Symmetra getting there early, is just being able to put that defense up. But it is a 1-for-1, but Lourdes will capture the point first. Dre's going to take out an early shatter there by Devious, which is going to push the Pioneers back off the point. So they're going to have to regroup and try to come up with a new approach. Looks like Azadel did go on the McCree, but his Deadeye is just about ready to go. And Dre's shatter is going to be ready soon. But Lourdes is definitely putting up a lot of aggression here. I mean, they're not going straight to the spawn point, but they're trying to make sure Marietta does not get it. And the double window is going to be coming out for both sides, and there's the barrier to protect Lourdes. At this point, Marietta should just rotate around. Just forget the window, rotate around, and just get onto the point from behind. But no, they're going to try to go to the front. There's a shatter, but it gets blocked by Devious. High New comes out, and that May wall is going to prevent Azadel from actually getting that ult out. But Marietta's going to try to jump onto Lourdes. They do take out 2. Coalescence is going to be coming out. There's the beat. Diva Bomb is going to be coming out. Everyone dodges it. But there's that Symmetric turrets. They got to do something. Gravitron Surge comes out, captures 3. There's the Blizzard by May. We're just seeing ults being popped left and right. Another shatter. But Lourdes is holding overall.
Good attempt from Marietta, but just wasn't enough to push back. So hopefully they'll regroup and get another try at this.
They're probably gonna get one more shot. They're staggered a little bit, so they're gonna have to regroup, but they got time for one more attempt. And they only have window ready. And Lourdes only has 1 window ready. Well, actually, High Noon's gonna be ready for Azadel. Marietta's moving in, 90%. So they gotta get onto the point right now. There's the window. And Lourdes is just cleaned up on the Pioneers, just taking them out one by one. And that's going to be the map going to Lourdes. Yeah, I think part of that was just Lourdes got to the point first. They got the Symmetra turrets, and Marietta did not have an answer for the Symmetra turrets. They just kind of left them up there, doing a lot of damage, and that's just extra damage that Marietta does not need on them. Lourdes is a very good team. They already do massive damage, so allowing those turrets to do more damage is just, it's just kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
Right.
Literally. But with that said, they had some really good moments there, but the first map will go to Lourdes. So now Marietta will get to choose the map. I can't remember if it's hybrid or assault or escort. I can never remember which one it is. I should probably pull it up. Let's see here. Where did I put that in Discord? I think I put it here. Okay. It is hybrid, and it looks like Marietta's going to go with Hollywood. And Lourdes wants to defend first, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we kind of see this recurring pattern in all the games where if you have the choice of offense or defense, you go defense first.
Right. It's all about having time on your side.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely just gives you an advantage. So
yeah, it's about just being able to kind of set the tone. Like I see it in football as well. Like when you get to like overtime, especially in college football, usually you choose defense because that way you know what you need to win the game.
Right.
Same thing is true here. I mean, if you set up a really good defense when you're playing first, you know what the benchmark is to or I should say the goalpost. Technically, you know where that goalpost is to win the map.
Right. You just take advantage, play the clock.
But yeah, anything you noticed there that Marietta can adjust for this game?
You know, obviously it was a very difficult team. They, I think there was just 1 or 2 points where they could have regrouped maybe a little bit better instead of splitting off. You know, other than that though, pretty great attacking from Marietta and just a great defense from Lourdes. You know, they capped the point and they held on to it. So let's see if Marietta is going to switch it up for game 2.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they go with since they're going to be on offense first. Because it always seems to be like getting that initial point has been a struggle in the past. So it really comes down to making sure that Marietta does not get picked off early. That is one of the things that we noticed last week when they played against Tiffin, where like one person would get picked off before the team fighting began. And in a game like Overwatch, like if one person gets picked off early, the fight is over before it even starts. Because you can't do a 5v6. You have to be insanely good to win. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you got to be really good to win those 5v6.
Being down a man is just very, very difficult to win.
Yes.
You know, a lot of other games, you can come back from it, but not Overwatch. Team play is super important.
Right.
I wonder what characters Marietta is going to pick.
Well, we will see here.
Just a second. What do you think Marietta has to do to be able to take this one?
Well, like I said, I think the keys to the game is not getting picked off. You just cannot get picked off before the team fight actually begins. And making sure everyone's clear on what the priority target is.
Yeah.
What we saw in the last map was a couple times the players were split. So they weren't necessarily in sync with who they should be focusing on. So if they focus on the right target, the same target, then they can get the picks they need and win the fight. Now, of course, Lourdes is going to do the same thing. I mean, we see, looks like we're going to get an Echo Mercy comp from Lourdes. So they're definitely looking to try to get some disruption in the air. The good news is we have Azadale on the McCree, we have Neptune on the Baptiste, and we even have Extra Explorer on the Ana. So Marietta does have answers to the Mercy Echo combo. Looks like Marietta's going to go with the Zarya Reinhardt combo for tanks, which is a very classic strategy. So it's really about just trying to get the Graviton Surge ready by using the shields on the Reinhardt. But okay, the anti-gate has already come out. Neptune's already taken some damage. Going to have to fall back. Probably got these there. Yeah, there's that pulse heal that needs. Ryan getting shielded. Maria's going to try to rotate around into this part. And Azrael is slept. And Memer's already at low health. Azrael gets taken out by Veli. And there we go. I mean, that sleep definitely causes some disruption for Marietta, and they're having to fall back. They are not in a good spot here, being all the way back over here. They're on the wrong side of the map.
Yeah, and that definitely didn't help out.
And what that means is now the Pioneers are split. So everyone else is going to try to run back, but they're going to get picked off one by one, and they're just not going to be able to play the game.
Yeah.
They just need to reset and regroup.
Yeah. The other three should just wait, regroup, reset, choose a new strategy to attack.
Yeah, this is the problem that we actually saw last week too, where like one player gets picked off and everyone's already engaging, and like one person's trying to get back into the fight, but they just keeps getting picked off on the way. And now we see once again Marietta is kind of going a split approach to get in there. Lourdes is definitely using that high ground advantage.
Yeah, I wonder if someone from Marietta is going to take a flank.
And
Asdale actually does get a kill. Two
and this
kills.
is go mode. Asdale takes down 2.
That is exactly what they needed to tap this point.
They just get onto the point and get grouped up. Owa is going to get res by Sergeant Cam. But now Neptune's... Okay, Valley's still up there. Mary's going to try to take him out, but Asdale and Mimir are getting the kills they need. So Mary's got 1 tick on the point.
Make it 2.
Can they get more? Yeah, right now Lourdes is just staggering. But that's okay. They're just... Right now Lourdes is just trying to eat the clock. But Marietta does get the payload.
Stop the payload.
Get it moving. Lourdes probably going to be setting up the defense, so Marietta just has to keep it moving.
Yeah, right now they have extras kind of stay on the payload. Meanwhile, Marietta is trying to buy some space, so they're getting up top side, and they're going to see Lourdes on the other side there, but they're trying to see if they can get some space. Although Extra is taking a lot of damage, she's getting flanked from behind and gets taken out by Shinsei. So that's going to force Marietta to fall back onto the payload. They got to take out the Shinsei, or it's going to be a lot of problems for them.
Yeah. He's not making it easy for them.
Yeah, there's the grab shot. Going to catch Devious. There's High Noon, but great play there by Lourdes, taking out a lot of the Pioneers. Asdale tried to pop the High Noon, but just was not able to get in when it gets taken out in the process. Shinsei will use the Pulse Bomb onto Extra. But now Marietta is going to have to regroup. 323 remains. They are trying to move the point, but Shinsei just disrupting it behind the lines, and Marietta is just not answering this Shinsei. They need to take him out.
Care of him out.
There they go.
That's what they need to do.
And
Now
there's
they move up.
another grab comes out. There's the window by Neptune, trying to see if they can get some picks from it.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
There's a shatter, does catch the Echo Grind, but there's a shadow by Otwa. And Lourdes is going to be taking out Marietta 1 by 1, not getting very far on the payload.
Marietta's got to regroup. Take the payload back.
Now we do see Death Blossom is ready for Gear Wolf, so we'll see if she can get into a good spot to try to take out some from Lourdes. The only ult that's just about ready is Valley's Nano Boost, but that's still about 30 seconds away. Marietta's going to try to continue to push the load. Asdale does take out Shinsei, but there's Devious from the back lines. The problem that Marietta's having right now is they're not answering this back line flank. So, like, Asdale is getting thrown out. He can't contribute to the fight because he's getting pushed away. Extra's going to be taken out on the Lucio. And Devious is just all over the place causing problems.
Yep, they definitely got to take him out.
I mean, look, he's just right there. He took out Neptune, and no one was there to turn around to help him.
He is going to actually get the res out here, too.
About a minute 40 remains. Mibert is going to get taken out by the Echo. Asdale is way too far. He's got to back out. And
Yep. Pushed up a little too far and got punished for it, so... It is going to have to regroup as time is ticking down.
yeah, minute 25 remains. They got to find a play. They have 3 ults ready to go. Although Lourdes has 2 ready to go with a 3rd on the way. So Marietta's got to make their move now. There's the Gravitron onto Marietta.
They got to clear out that Tracer.
And there's 2 picks there by Gearwolf's Death Blossom. So that's exactly what Marietta needs. But now they got less than a minute. There's the beat coming out by Extra. Yeah, once again, like Valley's trying to flank from behind. Marietta is starting to learn to address the flanks.
Looks like
But they should be able to get this point. Although Lourdes might be looking for a quick stand, and Marietta will secure, but they got 2 minutes to go. And Dre's going to use the Gravitron Surge early on. Echo Ult's going to come out into Reinhardt looking to do a shatter. But Mimer's shatter is ready to go. And great job by addressing the Echo Ult, preventing the shatter from happening, because if that shatter went off, it could have been a disaster for the Pioneers.
Espadale does get another pick out here, so they are moving that payload up. That's exactly what they need to do. They are doing that. Right at the end here, I know it definitely does get tough because it's a pretty tight spot. Like a choke point, so
Okay.
it is able to hold.
And they still got 3 ults ready to go. Lourdes has 2. Actually, the Pulse Bomb is going to be just about ready for them. And there's the flank from behind. Shinsei is looking to try to pick off people. Here comes High Noon. And does get Devious, which is huge.
That is huge. That is what they needed.
The Marietta will continue their push. Window comes out for Neptune. 60 seconds remains, but if they can just get a couple picks here, but here comes Shinsei with the Pulse Bomb, trying to catch anyone. Great shield there by Mimer to block it.
Yeah,
Marietta's trying to push.
Bit to push it up.
They are so close. They're less than 4 meters away. And there's a shatter that hits 2.
Phenomenal shatter come out. The Winston ult does come out. Yeah, just has to hold on here. Long enough to clear him from the point.
There's the Gravitron by Kalita.
Hold on.
Baziel takes out 1. They're going to get a couple more picks here, though. And there's another window by Neptune. Bieber is sleeping. No time. This is not the time to be napping, but he is awake. The Echo Ult's going to be coming out, but 2 for Lourdes at fall. There's 3. Aziel picked up 2. High News coming out, takes out Devious. It is at overtime. Can Marietta take this? It's a team kill, and Marietta will take the round. And they don't take the map yet, though, but they did get 3 points.
Beautiful end. Team kill just to end it all, just to make sure they cap that point. Phenomenal play at the end from Marietta. They were definitely getting pressured from behind, and they weren't able to, once they capped the point, move it up, but they addressed it, and they were able to get what they needed to get done.
Yeah, that was the first. Yeah, that's the main thing they had to address. It's just the fact that they kept getting flanked from behind, and for a good while they were not doing anything about it. They were just kind of letting them just kind of go at it and take out their supports one by one. But they finally addressed it, and they pushed through, and they were able to get 3 points. So now the question is going to be, can Marietta hold here? So all they got to do is just prevent Lourdes from getting to the end, and they will take this map.
Yeah. That's awesome. They got 3 points there, so... We have Ryan Diva.
Attackers incoming.
Anyone out there?
I'm sorry, I forgot. What's the last guy's name? Who Veli's playing?
Veli is playing Baptiste.
Baptiste, thank you.
Yes.
I always get it mixed up.
Baptiste is a fun one to play.
Yeah. His name. Alright.
So, see, Marietta's going to go a similar comp before, except we're going to bring out the Diva instead of the Zarya. And we're going to see the Mei coming out on DPS for Lourdes. Mei can be very disruptive, already having to pop Ice Block early on. But I think it'll be up by the time they have another fight.
Yeah.
So Lourdes is going straight in, just pushing Marietta back, buying a lot of space. There's the Mei
Wall comes up.
And this is where the beauty of the Mei wall is. Singling out Mimer, taking out the Reinhardt, and they just take out one, and they can just go mode. That's how you use the Mei wall. You use it to try to catch one person out, and then just completely collapse on them. So we see how quickly Lourdes was able to take this point.
Difficult. So Marietta's got to get back out there.
I think they're going to let this go.
Yeah, looks like they got to cap the point, just prepare for defense.
Yeah, no point in staggering. All it's going to do is just give ult charge to Lourdes. But Marietta's at the door, ready to go. But they just have to watch the Mei wall again. But looks like Lourdes is going to be rotating around and taking the high ground. Gearwolf's there by herself. Got to get out of there. Barely makes out alive. using an early window. This is very interesting. It almost feels like that Marietta's on offense, but it's not true. And there's a huge shatter there by Devious.
Able to end the Marietta. Outplay right there. Diva super
Yeah.
low.
Lourdes is basically saying, okay, we let you take that first round. Now we're going to take it seriously.
Exactly. Pushing that payload. Marietta has to set up their defense. I wonder if they're going to try to stop it here before the first point.
Well, they're going to try to get up there, but they're going to have to group up. High Noon is ready by Azadale, but so is High Noon for Shinsei. Shinsei's going to be using High Noon. And the Rhine shield does break, and it takes out the Rhine. But Azadale will take out Shinsei.
Bunch of trades coming in and out. May gets one, Neptune gets one.
Yeah, but Lourdes is still moving the point. Mariatta's got to collapse
Just
and
gonna
try
stop
to...
on that point.
Here's High Noon coming up by Azadale. And does take out the May. Diva Bomb is going to come out. So Maria's going to block this. And one does get taken out. Dre does end up getting exploded by that Diva Bomb.
Marietta is going on to the point.
Okay, and there's the window by Veli trying to use that up top. Beat's going to be coming out by Extra. Dre does have the Diva Bomb ready to go. Meeber's Shatter's almost ready. Veli gets taken out by Dre, and there's the beat by Sergeant Cam. And there's Dre's Diva Bomb. Does it connect anyway? It does not. Blizzard's going to come out and catch 3 on Marietta. And that Maywall is going to...
They got to get out of there.
Yeah, Meeber's trying, but he's very low in health. He gets taken out. And Lourdes is going to be taking this point.
Yeah, so Marietta's just got to regroup and stop him to the next point here.
So yeah, they got 4 minutes and 45 seconds. That's a lot of time to hold this. And Lourdes is already trying to buy space, taking out Gearwolf. Marietta has to put up quite the defense. Shatter's ready. Death Blossom is ready. High Noon is almost ready. There's Shinsei's High Noon. Looking to find a pick. Does not get it.
Get anything. That is tough.
And there is a 5-person Shatter. Azadale's going to use High Noon. Catches 2. Is able to pick it off before the Immortality field comes out. So that is huge for Marietta.
That is huge. They're pushing them back.
Yeah, but they still got to take out Shinsei. They take out Veli. Devious is down. And they collapse onto Shinsei.
Phenomenal defense from Marietta.
Yes.
They knock some time off the clock, and they just got to prepare for another defense. Lord is going to regroup, but that clock is counting down. That's exactly what we need, so...
Now, here's something got to keep in mind. It took Marietta to overtime to actually get the point to the end. So, and there's that Maywall pick that we're talking about. Beats coming out. Death Blossom is going to come out. Does take out 1, but Gearwolf's going to get taken out. There's the Diva Bomb by Kalita. Does catch Drayton. And Lourdes is going to be cruising over to the end there. I think Marietta's going to be able to do one more fight. Azadale's going to be looking to try to take it out, but that Maywall's going to disrupt. Will he get it?
Get around it? No, it's just,
Yeah, that's just
that Maywall is phenomenal for blocking his sight. Wasn't able to get anything.
Yeah, didn't even have time to let it get off. There's the beat coming out for Sergeant Kansas. Shinsei's going to be using the High Noon and does take out Extra. There's a Shatter by Devious. Blizzard is coming out. Lourdes is popping everything. They just popped the Diva Bomb and the Shatter. Well, actually, that was Drayton's Diva Bomb. Catches 1, 2.
But it's getting very close. 4 meters. Diva is going to have to hold it by herself while Marietta gets back.
Yeah, we see Ezra getting back with the payload. Dre's still there, just lost the mech. Trying to hold, does get taken out. That Maywall is going to prevent Marietta from capturing the point. All right, so Lourdes was able to get all 3 points as well. So here's where things get interesting. Because Marietta got it with overtime, what will happen is, I believe, Lourdes is going to be on offense again. And all they have to do is get 1 tick, and they'll take the map. Just because if Marietta was able to get there faster and not get to overtime, then they wouldn't have this. But there's like some kind of weird overtime rule where like the team that got there without overtime has a major advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no. Maybe I'm. What am I doing? What? Yeah, here we go.
It does seem like they are attacking Marietta on defense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a very strange overtime rule, but it does happen. So all Lourdes is going to have to need is just one tick on the payload, and they will win the map. So Marietta has to, and Lourdes has 2.5 minutes to actually take that. And we saw how quickly they were able to take it the last round.
Right. Looks like Gearwolf did switch off the Reaper, his soldier.
Yeah, because we see that Marietta is going all ranged with this, except for the Reaper and the Diva. Because even if one person gets picked off, that's going to be GG for this map.
Right. So they just gotta hold him back. Hopefully take a pick, play D.
Right, they got to keep their distance.
Yeah.
There's the main wall.
Is
and-
able to split the Diva, but she does get out of there.
Yes. Ice Block does come out. That get immortalized. Eric Beaver does go down, so that's going to be Lourdes' opportunity to try to press in.
They're just not able to break the shield. Did get through the shield, but another one of them falls. Only two up, only one up. Neptune's the only one up.
Yeah, it's just that.
Oh yeah, they gotta get to that first.
That's it. Yeah, that's how the overtime rules work. Alright, so let's see who got to play the game. Kalita on the Zarya.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, so with that, Lourdes will take the second map. But still, I mean, you got to give credit to Marietta. They were able to take the first round and get all the way to the end.
Mm-hmm.
So we're seeing progress by the Pioneers. All right, and it looks like there's going to be taking a 5-minute break. So we will do the exact same thing. So don't go away. We're at match point, but we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, and welcome back. Looks like we are getting things started up. Map 3 will be Junkertown, and we're already getting their ready checks, and they're getting started. So we should probably get started too. Here we go. It is match point. Marietta will be on offense first. Lourdes will be on defense. I think we're going to see a couple of role changes just from the discussion during that break. Trying out a couple of different things here to see what meshes better for the team. So I think we're going to see Extra back on the tank. So I think it's going to be Extra and Dre on tank. Yesterday on Gearwolf on DPS as always. But Meaver is going to be swapping to support this time.
Ready for battle.
So we'll see how that goes in this matchup.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Attackers incoming.
Alright, so we're seeing double shield by Lourdes.
Stop the payload.
And actually we're seeing double shield by Marietta as well. So very interesting. We're seeing mirror tank comps. Doesn't matter which shield holds. Alternating those shields back and forth. And Marietta is pushing that payload pretty well. But can they get the pick they need? And Dre's going to end up getting taken out. Immortality Field is going to try to keep Marietta up. But both Immortality Fields are down now. But Lourdes is definitely using that high ground to their advantage. Azazel does get taken out. So actually we're seeing Azazel on the support this time. And Meaver's going to be on DPS. So Lourdes is going to hold underneath the bridge. Hero's going to be swapping over to the Reaper this time. So the window's going to be coming out for Lourdes. I'm going to use that to catch two. And meanwhile, Shinsei is in the back line just flanking Marietta, and they're not turning around to address that.
Yeah. Kind of like last game, that's just something they need to address.
Marietta's going to have to group back up again. 220 remains in the round. Dragons are going to come out. Marietta will dodge that, but that just eats up more of the clock. But Marietta has 3 ults ready to go. And Neptune does get the pick on Ola, and Window does come out. So this is Marietta's opportunity to make a big push. But there's Sensei right there taking out Azadale, and just going to have the free damage to the team. Great transcendence there by Neptune to keep everyone up during that during that ult. There's another window by Valley. The Mariettas continue to push that payload. Neptune does get taken out, but once again, Marietta is getting picked off.
You gotta watch that Hanzo from behind.
The bongos there was really what did it. Honestly, that time it wasn't the Hanzo. Okay, that one was the Hanzo, but the bongos from Redlar were able to do that.
Yeah, I did not help out.
All right, so Marietta's going to have to make a push again, but they got to find the picks. They do get one, so there's the pick they need. So now they need to be able to press forward. So there they go, moving forward. Sonic Air is going to let Lourdes know where Marietta is at. But now can they find another pick? 60 seconds remains. There's the Dragons. It does take out the Immortality Field, but Extra and Dre are going to fall. Gearwolf is going to try to take them out from behind, but going to get taken out herself. 3 ults are ready to go for Marietta, so they're going to have to use them. This may... I think there's like 2 fights left. And right now, Lourdes has Bob ready to go. Yeah, Hanzo was trying to get a pick. There's the bongos coming out from Dre. It's a one-for-one trade.
Good damage.
Yeah, a one-for-one trade.
Back.
And there's the ball. There's the Bob. There's the Sensei. There's another Gravitron. But Extra's gonna get taken out. Bob gets taken out. Another gravity. There's a great transcendence there by Neptune. And the aimbot's gonna come on for Soldier. This is exactly what Marietta needs. They gotta get back onto the point. Or get back on the payload at least.
There we go. So they got 3 on payload. Hopefully able to get the first point. Lourdes.
They should be able to, but there's Dragons. They gotta move away from it, but stay on there. So close, but Lourdes is gonna try to contest. They gotta take out that Sigma. They will do so, and that should be just enough to get the checkpoint.
Good job from Marietta. Neptune getting a few frags out here, so looks like Lourdes gonna have to sit back while Marietta moves it up.
Yeah, his Zenyatta gameplay is pretty good.
Yeah, that was phenomenal.
But yeah, clutch there to be able to secure that point.
It looks like Dre actually swapped into the ball. So.
Yeah, he likes playing the ball. So we won't have that double shield comp though. So it's gonna be Dre's got to be able to go in and cause some disruption.
Now
But he
that's
can't-
exactly. No,
But that's exactly what you're not supposed to do. You can't go so far that you're out of healing range. So now that's gonna be Lord's opportunity to go and start picking off people. But Meaver does
take
take.
out the enemy's end. So
Yeah, that is very good.
it's huge. Reaper getting in there. He's trying to do some damage.
Azael's gonna be popping the window, but it's a 1v4.
Yeah, that's tough. He was just getting outgunned, but
I mean, popping the window there, that's kind of questionable. Trying to 1v4, but hey, guess what? Marietta's still moving the payload,
they're keeping it going.
and they get the payload. There we go.
There we go. Point 2.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was just looking at some of the 1v1 battles, but okay.
They're just taking their battles. They're pushing it up. Great job from Marietta.
That is one thing I have noticed about these payload things. It's like if you can get that first checkpoint, you can kind of keep rolling.
You can get
It's just
it
like
going.
the momentum is in your favor.
Usually at the beginning and right at the end it's tough because it's a pretty hard choke point.
Yeah, now here's the thing though. Lourdes has quite a few ults ready to go. They got 4 ready, with the 5th one just about to come online. Marietta has 3 of their own ults, almost 4. So I can see a lot of ults being used on this next fight.
Yeah. See who uses their ult better.
That's gonna be
payload moving.
yeah. There's the mines. Azael's gonna take on Valley. There's the grab it. Once again, a great transcendence by Zenyatta to keep everyone alive during those dragons. So great job by Neptune. He's been on point with those transcendence.
Yeah, he's been keeping the team alive.
It's a 1-for-1 trade between tanks. Although Owa's going to take out Memer. The Extra is going to be, yeah, I think just up a little bit. Probably should not have used that Graviton Flux there.
Yep. It looks tough because Marietta was they're just getting picked off one by one. So now they got to regroup. They're at a good point. They just got to regroup, move up, and take this site back.
Yeah, they got a minute 20. But here's the thing: 3 ults are ready for Lords, and those dragons are just about ready. Very quickly. Shinsei's been able to get a lot of damage out, so I expect to see dragons again, and Neptune's not going to have Transcendence this time.
60 seconds.
So now I got a minute left. Marietta's going to have to start making the move. Drayton is trying to make a play up top side along with Gear.
I just break through those double shields. So there, get the payload moving a little bit. I mean, tough choke point. Dragon does come out.
There's the 1-for-1 trade. Window's going to be coming out. Azael's going to try to get a pick through there, but Lourdes is going to hide away and just line of sight that window. They're not going to get a whole lot of that. Gearwolf's going to get picked off by Fulfilled.
30 seconds.
Marietta gonna have to win 1v1s here.
Yeah, it just seems like they're not on the same page of who they should be focusing on. They're just kind of doing their own thing at this point.
Yeah, they gotta be working together. On site.
Yeah.
10 seconds.
I can get over there.
They're
Death
hauling.
Boston comes out, but it's going to get stunned by
McCree.
Brigette. And Lords will hold. It's a good round, getting a couple ticks there, but there is now a win condition for Lords.
Yep, they just got to get it right to that point. They take it. So
Sides.
Marietta just got to play strong defense here.
Initiating match.
On how you get the fly back.
Yeah, just have to kind of just get over into position.
Here we go. Back at the start for a new round.
Now we'll see what Lourdes will be playing on offense. So will we see the double shields again, or will we see different compositions this time?
I'm excited to see. I wonder if Marietta is going to be running the double shields on defense, as Lourdes did.
Ready for battle.
We will not. We'll see. We're gonna see a Rhine Diva combination. Kind of a mix of up front and back line setup here.
Attackers
Shinsei will stay on the Hanzo. Had a very good round overall, just being able to kind of flank from behind. I would expect Shinsei to do the same thing here. But Marietta's going to keep with the double shield composition. But Mimer's going to be bringing out the Junkrat this time. Meanwhile, Azadale and Neptune will stay on their supports.
As long as he doesn't get caught out too far,
5, 4,
he'd
3,
be good.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
And there is a pause here. Let me see what's going on here. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry about the delay, folks. We had to take care of a little matter, but that has been addressed. So we will be back. We should be starting just very. All right, we are starting back up. All right. All right, Lourdes is making a good push. But Asdale's going to take off her field. So right now it is a 5v5. But Shinsei does get taken out. A great play there by Memer. But Lourdes is still trying to continue to push the payload. Pushing Marietta off the checkpoint. Lourdes is continuing to push that payload. Marietta is going to try to recontest. Asdale does take down Redlar. And now we're going to see Dre trying to contest the point, but does get taken out very quickly. Might have gone there just a little too soon. But Neptune's going to pick up and Shinsei will take down... he had the earlier kill, but it's getting kind of going back and forth between Marietta and Lourdes.
Marietta's just trying to contest that point. It is 3v5 on point.
Transcendence will come out.
And it does come out.
Yeah,
so does Dragon. He'll get one.
Yeah, it's very backcourt. Shinsei there with 2 picks. Azadel popping the window, trying to get something out of it. Meanwhile, Drayton is trying to use the ball to just keep contesting that point. Eating up the clock as much as possible. That's the big thing.
Yep, just keep everyone off that point.
That looks like Lourdes finally does win the fight and will take the point. They got 4 minutes and 30 seconds to get to the next point. So now we'll see how Marietta will adjust to this. We see Express ults just about ready to go. Riptire is already good. But a couple ults from Lourdes are ready as well.
Dre actually looks like he swaps to the Reinhardt now.
Yeah, probably going to need that extra shield. Asdale does get picked off by Shinsei, and here comes the Riptire from behind. Does take out Fulfilled.
Look at one of the healers. That's pretty big.
Extra Theory popped up. I don't think it quite connect. Well, there it is. I was going to say, where is it? But a great delay, but the Immortality Field will come out to keep everyone alive. Dragon's Engine coming out does not. I spoke too soon. Does catch up Neptune, and Dre will fall. Mary is falling one by one.
Asdale does fall, so. Does fall. So Mary's just going to have to regroup. Looks like they might be able to get to the second point, so. It's just going to have to play defense here.
Yeah, Lourdes will take the point. So now they got 4 minutes and 40 seconds just to get all the way over here, pretty much. Shinsei does take out Memer. Let's see, Ezra swaps over to the Diva to try to see if get some aggression up. There's the window by Veli. And then there's a great shatter there by Redler, but he's going to end up falling for it, but Asdale and Gearwolf will also fall for Marietta. The Lourdes will continue to push that payload.
Just trying to test this site.
Yeah, not much left. So Dre's going to go back onto the Wrecking Ball, trying to contest as much as possible. They have 3 minutes and 46 seconds just to get to this little spot over here. Otherwise, Lourdes will take the match. So Marietta's got to make a move now. And Lourdes is going to start popping the ults. There's the Dragons. Death Floss is going to come out. And there's the beat. Lourdes is popping everything they got to try to win this. And they're taking out the Pioneers one by one.
Hey, just play defense. 3 meters away.
And with that, Lourdes will take the series.
Play of the game.
Play of the game will go to Veli.
Get in here. Let them out.
All right, that is going to be it for us today. Make sure I hit the right button here. I almost hit the wrong button. But all right. So Marietta will fall to Lourdes 0-3. I mean, considering how good Lourdes is, I'm not saying that we didn't expect this, but I was very pleased with how much progress Marietta made. Like, when we played Lourdes before, we would not get any points on them at all, but we took a couple rounds, we got some points. So a lot of good things are happening with this team.
Yeah, that's huge improvement.
And it's going to be great because we're going to be going up against St. Francis on Saturday. A very winnable match for the Pioneers. So we'll see how that goes. But that's going to be it for us tonight. So thank you all for watching. For all the latest updates with what's going on with Marietta College Esports, please be sure to follow us on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all at Marietta Esports. I know the Nightbot is wrong. I need to get those links updated on there. But all information is on our social media channels. So thank you again for watching, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.